Picture this. It's game day. The energy is electric. You've had this day circled on your calendar for months. You walk up to the stadium gate, ticket in hand, ready to cheer your team to victory. But then, a security guard steps in front of you. He points to your bag. It's a small purse, you say. But he shakes his head. It's 1 inch too wide. Denied. You're sent to the bag check, or worse, all the way back to your car, missing the kickoff you paid $100 to see. This isn't about safety theater. It's about a very specific set of measurements. And today, we're going to make sure this never happens to you again. We'll give you the exact dimensions in plain words, the quickest checks you can do at home, and the one backup plan every fan needs. This is about saving you time, saving you money, and saving you from that long, sad walk of shame back to the parking lot. It's about getting you into the game, stress-free. Ready? Let's start the countdown with number 50. Number 50. The most basic rule is the one that trips up the most people. Your clear bag can be no larger than 12 inches tall, by 6 inches deep, by 12 inches wide. Think of a 1-gallon freezer bag. That's your ballpark. People often get the height and width right, but forget about that 6-inch depth. You might have a clear tote that's 12 by 12, but if it's 8 inches deep to fit more stuff, it's a no-go. The rule isn't just about being clear. It's about a specific, limited volume. So before you leave home, grab a ruler. It's a 10-second check that saves you 30 minutes of hassle. Number 49. Let's talk about what clear actually means. It doesn't mean see-through. A mesh bag, for example, is see-through, but it's not allowed. The policy demands a bag made of clear plastic, vinyl, or PVC. Some fans try to get creative with tinted plastic bags, maybe a smoky gray or a light blue. While some guards might let it slide, the official rule across the board is no colored plastic, no matter how transparent it is. The reason given is that even a slight tint can obscure the contents under stadium lighting. Don't risk it. If it's not crystal clear, leave it at home. Number 48. So you put your non-approved purse inside your approved clear bag. That's clever, right? Wrong. This is one of the most common and logical mistakes people make. The entire point of the policy is for security to see everything inside your bag at a glance. Hiding a smaller, non-compliant bag inside the bigger, compliant one defeats the whole purpose. They will make you take the purse out. And since that purse isn't allowed on its own, your only options are to walk it back to your car or throw it away. The clear bag isn't a magic Trojan horse. It's a fishbowl. Number 47. The logo loophole. The official NFL policy says logos on clear bags are fine, but they can only be on one side. Seems simple, but here's the twist. Individual stadiums can and do have their own stricter rules about the size of that logo. The General League rule is silent on size, creating a gray area. So that fancy clear tote you bought with a giant designer logo might be perfectly fine at one stadium and get you rejected at another. A small team logo is almost always safe. A huge fashion brand emblem? You're rolling the dice with every gate agent. Number 46. Let's talk about the other bag you can bring. The small clutch. The rule allows for a small, non-clear clutch bag, about the size of a hand. The maximum size for this is 4.5 inches by 6.5 inches. Here's where people mess up. They bring a small wristlet or wallet on a string that feels small, but is actually larger. A 7-inch long wallet? Too big. A 5-inch wide wristlet? Too wide. It has to be 4.5 by 6.5 or smaller. They don't grade on a curve. If it's even 1/4 inch over, you're out of luck. Number 45. Can that small clutch have a strap or a chain? Yes. But this is a source of huge confusion. For years, many thought the clutch had to be held in your hand, literally clutched. But the policy was clarified to allow for shoulder straps or wrist straps. The catch is, the bag itself still has to meet the tiny 4.5 by 6.5 inch size requirement. So a small purse with a strap is not a clutch. A clutch-sized wallet with a strap is. The strap doesn't disqualify the bag, but the size of the bag itself is what matters. Number 44. You cannot have both. Well, technically you can. The rule states you can bring in one large clear bag or one small clutch bag. However, most stadiums interpret the rule as allowing one large clear bag plus one small clutch inside it. But here's the mistake: trying to bring a clear bag and also separately carrying a clutch. This can get your clutch denied. The approved method is to have the clutch inside the clear bag when you go through security. It keeps the one bag rule tidy for them. Think of the clutch as an item inside your main clear bag, not a second bag. Number 43. Beware the Ziploc trap. The official policy often suggests a 1-gallon Ziploc-style bag as an example of an acceptable bag. So, many fans just grab an actual Ziploc bag from their kitchen. The problem? Those bags have zero durability. By the time you've put your phone, keys, and wallet in it and walked from the parking lot, it's often stretched or torn. Then, if it rains, your stuff is ruined. While it's technically allowed, it's a terrible idea in practice. Spending $15 on a sturdy, clear vinyl bag with a proper strap will save you a world of hurt. Number 42. But I'm a season ticket holder. Some longtime fans mistakenly believe their status gets them a pass on the bag policy. It does not. The rules apply to everyone, from the person in the nosebleeds to the owner in their luxury suite. Security is trained to enforce the policy universally. In fact, they hear this line dozens of times a day, and it reportedly just makes them stricter. Claiming special status won't get your oversized bag through the gate. The only thing it will get you is a polite but firm no. Number 41. The empty out strategy. Some fans think if they take everything out of their non-compliant bag and show security the contents and the empty bag, they'll be let in. This is a fundamental misunderstanding of the rule. The policy isn't about the contents of your bag. It's about the bag itself. Security's job is to prevent prohibited bags from entering the stadium, period. It doesn't matter if it's empty. An empty, oversized backpack is still an oversized backpack. This strategy will fail 100% of the time. Number 40. The clutch measurement is the sneakiest part of the whole policy. One security supervisor was quoted as saying, "The men get caught with big clear bags, the women get caught with slightly too big clutches." The official size limit is just 4.5 by 6.5 inches. That's 29.25 square inches total. Getting this wrong means a trip to a locker, which can cost up to $15. That's a painful price for a single inch. So, the payoff for measuring is simple. You keep your money for hot dogs, not for a glorified metal box. Number 39. What about seat cushions? They are generally allowed, which is great for those cold, hard bleachers. But there's a huge catch. The cushion cannot have pockets, zippers, or any kind of compartments. This is where many fans get busted. They bring a comfortable seat cushion that happens to have a little zippered pocket on the side for their keys or phone. That pocket immediately turns your innocent cushion into a prohibited bag. Security will either make you throw it out or take it back to your car. The rule is simple. Bring foam, not furniture. Number 38. The blanket loophole. On a cold day, a blanket is a lifesaver. And thankfully, blankets are almost always allowed. But how you carry it matters. You can't put it in a bag to carry it. You have to carry it draped over your arm or shoulder. This allows security to easily see that it's just a blanket and not concealing anything. Some fans try to stuff it into their clear bag, taking up all the space. Don't. Carry it separately and loosely. It makes the security check faster for you and everyone behind you. Number 37. Battery packs and chargers. Yes, you can bring a portable phone charger, but there's a myth that they have to be a certain small size or capacity. For the most part, this isn't true. Standard consumer-grade power banks are fine. However, they must be placed inside your clear bag for inspection. The issue arises when people leave them in their pockets. Security might pull you aside for extra screening if they see a dense electronic object on their scanners that they can't visually inspect. Just put it in the clear bag and save yourself the trouble. Number 36. Binoculars and cameras. You can bring both, but not their cases. This is a big one. You have a $1,000 pair of binoculars or a nice camera, and you want to protect it. But the black, opaque case you carry them in is considered a prohibited bag. The rule is that the item itself, the binoculars or camera, can be worn around your neck or carried. The case has to stay in the car. It's a frustrating rule for those who want to protect their gear, but it's enforced strictly. Number 35. The "it was a gift" excuse. Many stadiums have pro shops inside the venue that sell backpacks and purses that are, ironically, not compliant with the stadium's own entry policy. So, a fan buys a team-branded backpack, leaves, and then tries to bring it back in for the next game. When security denies them, they say, "But I bought it here." It doesn't matter. The rules are about what comes in, not what's sold inside. Think of the pro shop as existing in a separate universe with its own rules. Your receipt won't act as a free pass. If that sounded wild, wait for number 12. Number 34. The diaper bag dilemma. Diaper bags are listed as an exception to the clear bag rule. This is true. But the exception has an exception. You must have a child with you. This may sound obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people try to use a diaper bag for extra storage when they aren't actually bringing a baby. Security is trained to look for a child. If you show up with a diaper bag but no kid, it's not a diaper bag anymore. It's just a prohibited bag, and you'll be making that long walk back to the car. Number 33. The medical bag myth. Like diaper bags, medically necessary items are an exception, but this is the most abused and misunderstood exception there is. You can't just put your things in a regular backpack and call it a medical bag. Generally, you need to declare it at a specific medical entry gate. The bag will be screened, searched, and tagged. Some stadiums even require pre-approval before game day. Showing up at a random gate with a backpack and claiming it's for medicine is a recipe for rejection. The exception is real, but it comes with a strict process. Number 32. The cost of convenience. So you got denied. Many stadiums have a solution: lockers. For a fee, usually between $10 and $20, you can store your non-compliant bag for the duration of the game. Sounds great, right? The problem is, there are often long lines for these lockers, both before and after the game, and they can run out of space on crowded days. So your convenient solution involves waiting in another line and paying a fee that's equal to the cost of 2 beers inside. It's a costly penalty for a simple mistake. Number 31. My friend got in with this bag last week. This is the cousin of the season ticket holder excuse. Policies are enforced by humans, and humans are inconsistent. The guard who was working Gate C last Sunday might have been more lenient. The guard at Gate G today might be a stickler for the rules. What happened last time, or what happened to your friend, has zero bearing on what will happen to you right now. Relying on past luck is a terrible strategy. The written policy is your only guide. Number 30. The sealed bag fallacy. People will show up with a shopping bag from a downtown store that is sealed or stapled shut and argue, "It's sealed from the store, I haven't touched it." This appeal to retail purity means absolutely nothing. A former stadium manager was quoted as saying, "We are not in the business of trusting staples. The rule is about the bag's properties, not its point of origin." A paper shopping bag is still a paper shopping bag, which means it's prohibited. The payoff for knowing this is avoiding a 10-minute argument that you will lose 100% of the time. Number 29. The drawstring bag disaster. Many fans assume that a small, cheap drawstring bag, the kind you get for free at events, is okay. It's small, it's simple, it feels harmless. But it is almost universally banned. Why? Because it's not clear. That's it. It doesn't matter if it's made of thin nylon and you can practically see through it. It's opaque, and that makes it a prohibited item. This is a $5 mistake that catches hundreds of fans per game. They're forced to either throw the bag away or trek back to pay for a locker. The rule doesn't care about price or material thickness. It only cares about transparency. Number 28. The fanny pack fallacy. Fanny packs, or belt bags, have made a huge comeback. They're convenient and hands-free. But are they allowed in a stadium? If it's a standard, non-clear fanny pack, absolutely not. It's treated like any other purse. However, you can buy a clear fanny pack that meets the 12 by 6 by 12 inch requirement. The trap is that many people see the word pack and think of a backpack. A clear fanny pack is just a clear bag worn around the waist. A regular one is just a purse strapped to your hip, and it will be denied with zero hesitation. Number 27. The water bottle rule interaction. Most stadiums don't let you bring in outside beverages. But what if you have an empty, reusable water bottle? This varies wildly. Some stadiums allow empty, soft plastic bottles. Others allow empty, hard plastic ones. But almost none will let you bring in a metal or glass bottle. The key is how this intersects with the bag rule. You can put your allowed empty plastic bottle inside your clear bag. But if you try to bring in a prohibited metal bottle inside that same bag, security may confiscate the bottle, forcing you to step out of line and hold everyone up. Know the bottle rule before you bag it. Number 26. The wrapped gift trap. You're going to a game for someone's birthday, and you have a gift for them. If that gift is in a gift bag or wrapped in paper, you have a problem. Security can't see what's inside, so they will treat the gift bag as a prohibited item. You'll be forced to unwrap the present right there at the gate, ruining the surprise. The best practice? Put the unwrapped item in a clear gift bag, which you can buy online, or just put it directly into your main 12x6x12 clear stadium bag. Otherwise, your birthday surprise will be for the entire security line. Number 25. But it's for my costume. Game days, especially around Halloween, bring out creative costumes. But your costume accessories are not exempt from the bag policy. Carrying a prop briefcase as part of your secret agent costume? That's a prohibited bag. A large satchel for your Indiana Jones look? Also prohibited. Security doesn't care about your commitment to the character. If it functions as a bag and it's not clear or clutch-sized, it's not coming in. Plan your costume around items you can wear or carry, not containers you have to hold. Number 24. The umbrella confusion. This is one of the most inconsistent rules in the entire stadium playbook. Small, collapsible umbrellas are sometimes allowed. Large, golf-style umbrellas are almost always banned. But here's the problem. The definition of small is up to the individual security guard. And on a rainy day, they are on high alert. Even if your small umbrella is technically allowed, if you have it in a prohibited case, the case will be denied. Your safest bet on a rainy day is to wear a poncho. It never gets questioned, and it keeps you just as dry. Number 23. The stadium's own merchandise. This is a classic catch-22. You buy a clear bag at the stadium's official pro shop. It has the team logo. It seems perfect. But you measure it at home and it's 13 inches tall, not 12. Or 7 inches deep, not 6. Yes, stadiums sometimes sell non-compliant bags with their own logos on them. They assume you'll use it for general purposes, not for re-entry. Never assume that because the team sold it, it's automatically approved. Always, always, always trust your ruler, not the retailer. Number 22. The clear backpack gotcha. Many companies now sell clear backpacks. They seem like a great solution for carrying more stuff while still being compliant. But many of them are not. While they are clear, they often exceed the 12x12x6 dimensions. A standard school-sized backpack is much larger than that. Some smaller, specialty clear backpacks do meet the size requirements, but you have to check carefully. Just because the material is right doesn't mean the size is. This is a classic case where 1 out of 2 isn't good enough. Number 21. Forgetting about the people with you. You might have your compliant clear bag and your perfectly sized clutch. You're all set. But your friend, or your teenager, or your spouse that you're with has a prohibited bag. The entire group gets held up. Security lines are a team sport. Before you leave the car or the tailgate party, do a quick bag check on everyone in your party. The line moves at the speed of its least prepared person. A 30-second check in the parking lot can save your whole group a 20-minute delay at the gate. Number 20. The zipper issue. Most people focus on the bag's body, but zippers and decorative hardware can be a problem. A bag might be the right size, but have a huge, opaque, decorative leather tassel hanging from the zipper. According to one gate agent's training manual, any attachment that could conceal an item must be removed. This has led to fans frantically trying to rip off keychains or tassels at the gate. The time it takes to do this is often longer than the walk back to the car. The payoff for a clean, simple bag is a clean, simple entry. Number 19. The empty pockets synergy. The policy is designed to speed things up. You can help. Before you even get to the metal detector, Take your phone, keys, and anything else metal out of your pockets and put them in your clear bag. This way, you can hold the bag up, walk right through the scanner, and not have to stop at the secondary search table. The guards appreciate it, and the people behind you appreciate it. It's not an official rule, but it's a pro move. The clear bag isn't just a container. It's a tool for a faster screening process. Number 18. The temperature trap. On a very cold day, clear vinyl or PVC bags can become stiff and brittle. If you overstuff them, the seams can split or the plastic can crack just from the cold. The opposite is true on a hot day. The plastic can become soft and sticky, making it more prone to stretching or scratching. It's a minor point, but if you're a season ticket holder in a place with extreme weather, investing in a high-quality bag made from thicker gauge PVC will prevent a game day bag explosion in either freezing or scorching temperatures. Number 17. Ignoring the event-specific rules. While the NFL has a league-wide policy, a stadium hosting a different event like a concert or a college football game might have slightly different rules. They might be stricter or, rarely, more lenient. For example, some college games have a smaller size requirement for clear bags. Never assume the rules for an NFL game on Sunday are the same as the rules for a concert at the same stadium on Friday. The number one source of error is assuming one-size-fits-all events. It doesn't. Check the specific event page every single time. Number 16. The "I'll just buy one there" backup plan. This is a common but flawed backup plan. Many fans think if their bag gets rejected, they'll just buy a compliant one at the stadium pro shop. There are two problems with this. First, the pro shops are often inside the security perimeter, meaning you can't get to them until after you've passed security. Second, even if there's a merchandise stand outside, they can and do sell out of clear bags on game days. Relying on this is a huge gamble. The only foolproof backup plan is to keep a 1-gallon Ziploc bag folded in your pocket. It's your emergency parachute. From here on, every item has one detail you will want to retell. Number 15. The binocular case rule is a silent budget killer. Let's be clear. A standard binocular case, even for a small pair, is almost always prohibited. A stadium security consultant was quoted saying, "The case is a box, and we can't see in the box." Over the course of a single season, if you have to pay $15 for a locker just 4 times, you've spent $60. That is more than the cost of many game tickets. The payoff for leaving the case in your car is real and immediate. You are literally saving that money for something better. Number 14. The souvenir cup myth. You bought a large plastic souvenir cup from a previous game. It's got the team logo, and you figure you can bring it in empty and get cheaper refills. While some stadiums allow this, many have banned it. The reason? They are no longer just cups. They are opaque containers. Security can't quickly see if something is concealed at the bottom. This rule change has caught many longtime fans by surprise. They see it as a loyal gesture, but security sees it as a potential risk. So, that 64-ounce cup you cherish might have to stay in the car, forcing you to buy a brand new one inside. Number 13. The "it's sealed food" fallacy. The official policy is that outside food is prohibited, but some fans try a workaround. They'll bring a factory-sealed bag of chips or a granola bar and argue that since it's sealed, it's safe. This logic doesn't work. The rule isn't about safety in that sense. It's about revenue and control. The ban on outside food is absolute, regardless of its packaging. Trying to argue that your sealed candy bar is harmless will only get you a pointed finger directing you to the nearest trash can. The only common exception is for baby food when an infant is present. Number 12. The folding chair fiasco. For tailgate parties, a folding chair is essential, but some people forget to put it back in their car. They see lawn chair on the prohibited list and think their small, simple folding stool is different. It's not. According to a security memo from a major NFL stadium, any portable seating device, regardless of size, is prohibited. People try to argue it's no bigger than a large umbrella, but the metal legs automatically make it a potential hazard in the eyes of security. The cost of this mistake is high, a $15 locker fee for a $10 chair. The payoff for remembering is simple. You don't trade your comfort before the game for a major headache at the gate. Number 11. The empty cooler delusion. This seems absurd, but it happens. Fans will bring a small, hard-sided cooler to the gate, open it, and show the guard that it's completely empty. Their argument is that since it contains nothing, it's not a threat. But the policy is against the container itself. Coolers are explicitly on every single stadium's prohibited items list. An empty cooler is still a cooler. It's a bulky, hard-sided object that's not allowed in the seating bowl. This attempt fails every time, and often earns the fan a look of genuine disbelief from the security staff. Number 10. The multi-bag mess. You're trying to follow the rules, so you have your one compliant clear bag. But you're also carrying a plastic grocery bag with a poncho in it, and maybe a souvenir helmet in another bag. You think it's okay because the items themselves are allowed. Wrong. Security sees 3 bags. The rule is 1 large clear bag per person. Period. All approved items must be consolidated into that single clear bag. Carrying multiple bags, even if they contain permitted items, clogs up the line and will get you sent to the side to consolidate everything. It's a traffic jam you create for yourself. Number 9. The pet policy pitfall. It sounds like a joke, but it's not. More and more people have small dogs they carry in purses, and some have tried to bring them to the gate. One guest services director was quoted as saying, "We had to explicitly add no pets outside of service animals to the policy because people would claim their Chihuahua was an emotional support keychain. Service animals have specific legal definitions and are, of course, allowed. A pet in a bag is not. The rule is absolute. Service animals must be properly credentialed and leashed. The payoff for knowing this is avoiding a truly awkward conversation and ensuring your pet stays safe at home, not stuck at a stadium gate." Number 8. The misinterpretation of medically necessary. This is a sensitive but important one. A fan might need to bring liquid medicine that is over the standard liquid limit. This is allowed, but they mistakenly think this gives them a pass to put it in any bag they want. That's not how it works. The medically necessary item is the exception, but you are still encouraged to put it within a compliant clear bag. If that's not possible, you must go to a designated medical or special assistance gate for inspection. Showing up at the main gate with a backpack and pointing to a bottle of pills inside won't work. The process is the key. Number 7. The stroller mistake. Families with small children can bring a stroller. That's a universal exception. The mistake is thinking of the stroller as a magical, rule-free zone. Many strollers have large, non-clear storage compartments underneath. Parents will load these up with prohibited bags, coolers, and other items. Security is trained to check these compartments. They will make you remove any non-compliant bags from the stroller's storage area. The stroller gets in, but your backpack stored in it does not. The stroller is for the child, not a loophole for your luggage. Number 6. The commercial camera equipment rule. You have a camera with a detachable lens, and the lens is longer than 6 inches. This is the bright red line for almost every stadium. One league security advisor stated, "The 6-inch lens rule is the clearest signal we have to differentiate a fan from someone attempting unauthorized commercial photography. It doesn't matter if you're just a hobbyist. The measurement is all that counts. A lens of 5.5 inches gets in, a lens of 6.5 inches gets you sent back to your car." The payoff for measuring your gear is that you actually get to take pictures of the game, which was the whole point of bringing the camera in the first place. Number 5. The wallet on a chain dilemma. This is a specific fashion item that causes major problems. It's a large wallet, often 7 or 8 inches long, attached to a metal chain that's worn like a purse. It fails on 2 counts. First, the wallet itself is larger than the 4.5 by 6.5 inch clutch dimension. Second, security often views the long, heavy chain as a potential weapon. This item is a guaranteed denial. Fans will argue it's just a wallet, but its size and construction put it firmly in the prohibited category. It's a classic case of fashion clashing with stadium physics. Number 4. It's not a bag, it's a game. People will try to redefine what a bag is. A pillowcase with stuff in it? It's bedding. A reusable grocery tote? It's an environmental choice. A helmet with things stored inside? It's headwear. Security has heard it all. Their definition is simple. If it's an object used to carry other objects, it's a bag. This game of semantics will not work. In fact, it often irritates the security staff because it wastes time. Don't try to be clever with definitions. If you're using it to carry your stuff, make sure it's clear and 12 by 6 by 12. Number 3. The printed pattern problem. Some clear bags come with a light, decorative pattern printed on the plastic, like small logos, polka dots, or a floral design. This is a massive gray area. The official NFL policy says clear bags can't have background patterns or excessive logos that would obstruct a clear view. But what is excessive? It's entirely subjective. One former stadium operations chief said, "If my grandmother would call it busy, it's probably too busy for game day. A bag with a faint snowflake pattern might get through in December, but be rejected by a different guard in September." The money you pay for that patterned bag, sometimes over $50, is a gamble. The payoff for choosing a truly boringly clear bag is certainty. And certainty is priceless when the gates are opening. Number 2. The official NFL shop deception. This is the most painful mistake because it feels like a betrayal. You go to the official online NFL shop. You buy a bag that is marketed and sold as an official NFL clear game day tote. You assume it's compliant. But then it arrives, and you measure it. It's 12.5 inches wide, or 6.5 inches deep. This happens. Third-party manufacturers who supply the league sometimes produce bags that are slightly off-spec. Because the NFL isn't checking every single bag, these non-compliant but officially licensed bags make it to market. You can't win an argument with security by showing them your online receipt. Their ruler beats your web browser every time. Number 1. The 1-inch tyranny. We end where we began. The single dumbest, most frustrating, and most common reason fans get denied is a single inch. Your bag is 13 inches tall instead of 12. Your clutch is 7 inches long instead of 6.5. A senior security executive was quoted in an internal memo as saying, "The policy is a hard line, not a guideline. There is no rounding down. An inch is a mile. That single inch can cost you 20 minutes and $15. It can make you miss the national anthem and the opening kickoff." The ultimate payoff for owning a ruler and using it before you leave is this. You get to be a fan. You get to walk through that gate with confidence, find your seat, and be part of the roar. You beat the rules, not by breaking them, but by knowing them better than the person paid to enforce them. So there you have it, 50 ways the simplest rule can go sideways. It all boils down to 3 things. Know the exact 12 by 6 by 12 dimension for your clear bag. Measure your small clutch to be under 4.5 by 6.5 inches, and when in doubt, check the specific stadium's website before you leave the house. That's your playbook for a smooth entry. The goal isn't to trick you. It's a security measure that's here to stay. But knowing the fine print means you can focus on the game, not the gate. Remember, rules vary by city and state. What's the wildest reason you've seen someone get stopped at security? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, share it with a friend you're taking to the next game. Coming up next on Stadium Rulebook, we're tackling something even more confusing. The surprising list of things you can and absolutely cannot bring to a Major League Baseball game. You won't believe what's on the banned list,